Hello everyone and welcome to Cherub Teaching Center. My name is Poonam and I'm a Microsoft certified educator. In this second episode of training, I'm going to make you people create a game using block, and certainly the platform of coding that we people are going to use today, it's going to be a Microsoft makecode arcade. So we are going to use arcade as a platform wherein people will be creating a game using block. Now, I would request all the viewers of my channel to please subscribe to my channel first of all, and then please watch my previous video, because in the first episode last week I trained you on creating again on the coding only, but we used Microbit as a coding platform. So today we will be using arcade as a platform, and then we people are going to create a game. Now, as you people can see, how many of you have actually played the Pac-Man game? I know that majority of you might have played the Pac-Man game. So the Pac-Man game is again is using the blocks only, and it is created on a gaming platform arcade. So I will be making you people create the game today, and certainly what we people are going to do is, once the game is created, then I will let you know the instruction how you people have to go ahead and how you people can download that particular thing. Okay, so I would request all the viewers of my channel to please go ahead and first of all please open up this website, which is https://arcade.makecode.com, and then / we are going to use this particular website, and then we people are going to go ahead in creation of the game. Okay, so once you people will be opening up this website, this is how the platform is going to look like, people. And today the game that I will be taking you through is Chase the Pizza. So you all have to click on this Chase the Pizza game, and then I will be taking you through the blocks portion today. Last time, if I talk about the first episode of coding that we people have gone through, in that I used the JavaScript. So today I will be proceeding ahead through the blocks. Okay, so you all need to click on the blocks section. So once the blocks section you will be clicking through, this is going to be the screen which would be popping up in front of you people, and this is how the game that would look like. And then I will be proceeding ahead and I will be telling you exactly what we people are going to do. So in this Chase the Pizza game, as the name suggests, there are going to be two sprites. Okay, and now for those people who does not understand the language sprite is going to be a two-dimensional, the image that you people will be seeing on this particular platform that we people are going to use today. And so what exactly have to do, there are going to be two sprites. So one sprite is going to be the main player, which has to chase the food, and food in our case it's going to be a pizza. Okay, wherein we will be setting up the countdown time also, and once the player catches, that is, or overlaps the pizza every time, that person or that player is going to get a score also. So I will let you know that how the scoring needs to be generated and how the coding, that is platform and everything that we people will be going through. So you people need to go ahead and click on OK. Alright, and so this is the start block, as you all people can see, and this is our game simulator. So each and every code that we people will be punching out over here today, that is this, simultaneously what is going to happen is that code is going to be replicated over here. Okay, so once that code is going to be replicated, people, on the screen, then you would go ahead and then you people can subsequently see that this particular option that is there in front of you at this moment, and I will take you through the sections, that is all that we people have to do. So in this game simulator, each and every time whatever step we are going to punch in, I will let you know how that thing will look like also. So first and foremost, people, for every code that we are going to punch in, there is a certain subsequent reason behind also. So first and foremost, that is, we need to set the background. Okay, so certainly in this background, people, what exactly we have to do is, we will be proceeding ahead and we will be selecting the background, and yes, obviously we are going to select the color also. So for the background, we need to click on this particular option, which is scene, and then we have to use this as the block. So you will click on it. So once you people have clicked on it, it would be over here. So I have to drag it down and I have to adjust it over here. Okay, and as I've already stated that we need to choose the background color also, people. For that you will be clicking on this gray box, and it is up to you, people, which exactly color that you want to select. I would currently go ahead and I would choose this to be my color. And the moment the color is selected, people, simultaneously you people can see that on the simulator the color is also there. So whatever coding we are going to do it over here, people, simultaneously the same thing is going to happen on the simulator that you people are going to see on towards your left of the screen. Okay, now the background is selected, people, and the next thing that we people have to do is now we have to select our players as well, which in our case we people normally call it as a sprite. Okay, so we are going to choose that is our main player, and once our main player is going to be selected, then we will be proceeding ahead and would be selecting. So what we are going to do is, as I've already stated, that these two-dimensional images that we people are going to use in our game, they are called to be a sprite. So I will be clicking on this sprite as an option. Okay, so once I have selected that, I need to choose this particular option, which is set my sprite. So you will be clicking on that. So once you have clicked on that, you have to select it and then you have to drag it down and you would be clicking over here. Now why exactly we have clicked over here? Because my player would be there on the background. Okay, now what has exactly happened is, once I have selected this to be the tool, my player is automatically, there, that is on the game now. So subsequently, once my player is selected, now I would like to choose my player as well. Okay, so that means I need to choose the character of the player also. So what exactly I'm going to do is, I would be going ahead and I would be clicking on this gray colored option. Now people, the images that we people are going to use it in the arcade as a gaming platform, it's on the Bitmap actually. Okay, so Bitmap, as you already know, that's actually generated by connecting the dots all together. That means a two-dimensional image is created. So what exactly I'm going to do is, I would be clicking on this box over there. If you're very good in drawing, then you people can go ahead, you can, click on these boxes and then you can generate a customized image of your own by selecting the colors and everything that is over there. If not, then you can straight away go ahead, click on this gallery option, and there are a lot of, images which is available. So what you people can do is, from any of the images which is available over here, you people can go ahead and you can select your image of your choice. So in my case, if I talk about, let's say I've selected this duck, okay, as an option. So I've selected this duck, and now you people can see that if I talk about the two-dimensional image altogether, so this is how the bit image or the pixel map is actually created, and then I will be clicking on the done option. So now my player is also selected. In my case, I have selected duck to be the option, and you can select any image of your own choice. That is not at all a restriction. So my first now player is automatically created. My background is set. I have set the color of the background, and then I have selected my first player as well. And if you remember, the name of the game that we people are creating today is Chase the Pizza. So that means my second sprite is obviously going to be the pizza, which I'm going to keep it for a later section of the game as of now. So what exactly I have done is, as of now, I've selected my first player. Now if you see in this game simulator, people, my player, which is the first sprite, it is fixed or stagnant at one place. It's not moving. So the next thing automatically which I have to do is, I would be selecting another thing, a controller. Yeah, that is whenever we play a video game which is a 2D game, that is we use it with the help of the controller. So that means I need to move my sprite with the help of the button, with the help of the controller. For that, what I would be doing is, I would be clicking on this controller option over there, and then I have to click on move my sprite. So I will be clicking over there, and then obviously I need to put this section over here underneath that. Okay, all right. So once that is, I have done that, people, now what exactly is going to happen is whichever is my first sprite, and then I have selected with the help of the controller, I went to the controller as an option, then I have selected the next block which is move my sprite with buttons, and that is automatically selected. And at any point if you want to test it, people, you can always test it with the help of this game simulator. If I click on this right side, it is going right. You can do control it with the help of the controller over here, or else even with the help of your computer, the left right arrows and the up down arrows, you can control it with that also. Okay, so it's moving left right up and down both. So that means now my first sprite which was automatically selected, it is moving with the arrow key, that is, and that we have actually tested. I have actually shown it to you also how exactly this thing has happened. And now it's the time to select my second sprite. Okay, so what exactly I have to do is, for introducing or adding the second sprite, people, I would be going to the sprite as a section, and then I will be clicking on set my sprite to. So I will be clicking over here, set my sprite to. This is automatically selected. Okay, and this will come over here. Okay, alright, that has to be there on the start as a block. Now what you people have to do is, now the second sprite is also selected, you have placed the second sprite block onto the start block as well, and this particular option is now going to be the pizza. And you already know that why exactly this is going to be the pizza, because this game that we people are creating today, the name of the game is Chase the Pizza. Okay, you can give it a new name if you want, you can do it anyways, you can select any variable of your own choice, but I'm just, that is simply making you, create a game which is Chase the Pizza today. Okay, so what exactly I would be doing is, I have to go ahead, I have to click on this particular option which is My Sprite 2, because I don't want to give my second sprite name to be My Sprite 2. It has to be, I have to click on rename variable, and once I would be renaming variable today, since I'm creating the game which is Chase My Pizza, so I would be going ahead and I would be selecting an option pizza over here, and then you people have to click on OK. Alright, now what exactly has happened is, I now have selected my second variable, my second sprite. I have already put it on the start, block altogether, and then I have renamed the variable since I wanted to be the pizza, so I have made it the pizza also. Okay, now what exactly you have to do is, I also have to go ahead and in this second sprite of mine, what kind of player it is, it is not a player actually, so it is a sort of a food. So I would be clicking on this player drop down over here, and then I have to select food as an option. Okay, because this is the food that the first sprite is going to chase. Okay, now what exactly is going to happen is, because I need my first player to be chasing the food as an option. That's the reason I have selected food as for the pizza. Okay, alright. Now once the food that is has been selected, now in the controller, in the simulator over here, you can only see the first sprite which is the duck. So the first player is already there, but nowhere you can find the pizza. Now for pizza, I have to go to the gallery option just like we did it in the first sprite. I would be clicking on this gray box over here. If you are good in drawing, you can go ahead and draw it. Otherwise, you will be going to the gallery section. And once I go to the gallery section, I can always select the pizza. So I am actually making a game which is Chase Your Pizza. So I would be going ahead selecting this pizza as an option, and then I have to click on the OK, which is near to the bottom. So now you people can see what exactly is going to happen is, now the first player is also there, and the second that is sprite as a pizza option is also there, and your image has already been loaded. Now what exactly is the game? Tell me the name of the game that I'm making you do today. It is Chase Your Pizza. So Chase Your Pizza means that whenever my first player is going to chase the pizza, and how it is going to happen, I also said in the beginning that you're going to score in this game. Scoring will only happen if the two things they overlap. So nowhere in this as an option, I mean, at this moment there is no block on which the overlapping is there. So that means at this particular time I have to introduce another block which is the overlap. So I would go over here and then I would select the overlapping. Okay, and that overlap, you know, block is this one. So I will click it over here. So this overlap, you know, the block that you people have actually generated, this can be placed anywhere. Okay, you can place it, we can place it anywhere in our you know, this coding screen altogether. It will not be there in the start block because it will not be fixed, it will be moving across the screen, which I still have to adjust. I have not done it yet. So I've only, what I've done so far is I have actually introduced my overlap, you know, block at this moment. Now once this overlap box you have introduced into your coding screen or the space, what we people have to do is you know, I will be proceeding ahead, and then what exactly I have to do is I would be proceeding ahead. So this is my first player people, this is my second player people. You know, your first player is what? Your first player is duck, and your second player is what? It is a food. So what I would be doing is I would be clicking on this drop down over here and I would be selecting the food, okay, as an option which is the of its kind. Okay, now when our player overlaps with the pizza, there has to be a game, you know, a point in the game. That is what we said in the beginning. So for that, what we would be doing is we will be going to the info as an option over here, and we will be clicking on this you know, the change score as a block. This change score will come over here in this overlapping block. Now you all can understand that why this change score is coming in this overlapping boxes, because due to the reason that every time my player is going to overlap my food, the other sprite is what? The other sprite is a food. It's going to overlap with the food. Now I'll tell you another reason why we selected food as an option over here, because when we are going to introduce that overlap box, we can already see in this drop down menu we had the food. That's the reason we have to select the food as in the second player. Okay, I want that whenever my first player, in this case the duck, is chasing the pizza, and when the duck and the pizza they overlap, there has to be a change in the score. So that means from 0 it should be changed to 1. But at this moment people, still my game is not complete. Why my game is not complete? The reason behind that is because there is no countdown. Okay, and moreover there is another thing that I want is that my pizza should not be stagnant in one particular place, it should be moving across the random location on the screen. Okay, so what exactly, and this scoring will only happen when my pizza is going to move across the screen. So what exactly now I have to do is, that is I have to set the position of the pizza at random location. So what I would be doing is, now I will be going to the sprite option, and once you go to the sprite as an option, so what exactly you people has to do is you have to select the positioning. Yeah, you have to select the positioning. So I would be clicking on this bar, and this bar will go underneath this one. Okay, all right. So let me just scroll it a little bit down so that you people can see it. Now what exactly has happened? Now my duck is going to chase the pizza. My pizza is going to be there in the random location. Since it's a two-dimensional, I'm saying this thing repeatedly, okay, because we are using a bitmap which is a 2D altogether, and we are using arcade as a gaming platform. That's the reason it is mentioned over here X and Y. But if you people can see, you know, my duck is moving out of the screen. So what exactly I have to do is, first of all I have to set the screening as well. Okay, so what exactly I'm going to do is I have to go ahead, and I would be, first and foremost I would be selecting the positioning of my block as well. So what exactly I would be doing is, in set my sprite position to X and Y as a variable option, we have to select, that is, yeah, the pizza as the sprite. Okay, we have to actually go ahead and select we have to go ahead and select on the pizza as a variable. So the next thing that we people are going to do is, alright, so the next thing people that we are going to do is, as I've already stated, that I want that my pizza should be moving across the screen. Why? Because only then the duck can chase it. So this is my x and y positioning. So that means what do I need to move across the screen? It has to be the pizza. So I will be going into my sprite as an option, and then I would be selecting pizza as a sprite. Okay, now what exactly is going to happen is now my pizza is going to move across. Now the duck has come to, that is over here in this positioning. Okay, all right. Now what exactly I have to do is I have to fix the variable, the coordinate or the values of the x and y. So that exactly we people are going to do it with this as an option, which is with the help of the map. So we will be going ahead, you will be clicking on this math toolbox drawer, and then you will be clicking on the pick random block as an option. So you will be clicking over here. So this you have to pick it up. Okay, and this is over here, you would be replacing it over here in this x coordinate. Okay, all right. And that is, drop 1 into the x coordinate, and similarly on the y axis also I need this thing to be moving. So what I would be doing is I would be going back to the math toolbar, I would be clicking on this thing, and then I will be going ahead and keeping this over here. So that means now the random positioning is going to happen in the x and the y coordinates, people. Alright, so that means my pizza is going to move into the x and the y coordinate. Alright, however, I still have to fix up the positioning. So I have to fix up the values, people. And I need to tell you that whenever we use arcade as a gaming tool, the game screen is 160 by 120. So that means 160 pixels white. And if I talk about 160 pixels wide and 120 pixels high, so it is 160 by 120. I need to fix it up, otherwise my positioning when my pizza is going to move across, otherwise it will not be fitting into the screen altogether. And what exactly we are going to do is, so x 160 wide, so that means in the x we are going to put in 160. And what exactly we are going to do is, and certainly you people can go ahead and then you people can put it over here in this coordinate, the y coordinate. Alright, you people will be going ahead, you will be putting up, you will be changing the value over here in the x axis to 160, and in the y you will be changing it to 120. Okay, and again the reason I've already informed you people, because when I talk about my arcade game screen, it is 160 by 120. Okay, I need to fix up the value. Now the value is fixed, that means my, now that is what exactly is going to happen is, let me just move the screen a little bit over here, and I need to show you something now. Now that is, you people can go ahead, and still that is what exactly is going to happen is, I also want when the overlapping is happening, the what, the countdown should begin. So what exactly for the countdown, we will be going to the info, and then I will be clicking on start countdown. Okay, the start countdown block into the overlap screen over here. Okay, all right, and drag the start to countdown, that is block into the on spread, that is on your workplace. So I have already selected. So now you people can see it very well, the countdown has begun. Can you see it now? That is, it would be, I have kept the count, and the game over thing has just come up, the reason being because my player was not moving across. Okay, so that's the reason the game over thing has just come up. So that is the countdown that I've kept up, that is 10 seconds altogether. All right, and once you people have selected the countdown, what exactly we need to do is, that is, this was the exact coding that we people have just done. So once my exact coding has been done, that is, and let me do a quick recap before I go ahead and click on the finish option. There is a certain reasoning behind everything. First of all, on the start I will be setting up my background, and you people have to select the color. Then I have to select my sprite, which will be done from this sprite as an option. And my first sprite that I'm going to select as a player, from this gray colored box over here, I selected one icon. I have also stated that you people can go ahead and you people can always select, in case if you're good in drawing the pixels thing altogether, you can go ahead and draw the image. Then I went ahead and then I selected the move as an option. okay, with the plus and down arrows. That was with the help of this controller. All right, and so that my first player should move. Then I went ahead and then I've added the second player. The second player was my food, which again has happened through sprite as an option. I selected the second player, I changed the variable, I renamed the variable to pizza, and then I have changed the shape of the pizza, and then I've selected food as an option. So once this exact thing was done, people, what exactly we need to do was, the next thing that I took you through was that in this particular option we went ahead and then the actual overlapping screen came in. Okay, so the overlapping screen, that is, we introduced, and once the overlapping screen was there, then you have to, on the overlapping screen for the second player, I changed it to the food as an option. Then I introduced the change score as a variable. Alright, so once the change score as a variable has happened, then I went ahead with the variables that was the x and the y coordinates. And x and y coordinates, when it has happened, I change it to the pizza as an option. Then I have selected with the help of math as a variable, as and I change the value from for x from 10 to 160 and for y to 120, because my screen is 160 by 120 for arcade. And then I have selected the countdown to be the 10 second, and now we have actually completed the entire coding and we need to click on finish. And once you people have clicked on the finish as an option, first of all, congratulations people, you have actually created the game. And let me just show you, this is how the game will look like with your arrows, that is of the keyboard. You people can go ahead and you people can go ahead and work on this game as an option. This is how this game it looks like. Okay, and I'm actually showing you a live demo of it. So this is how you people can go ahead and you can create a game of your own. So once your project has been completed as a gaming project, which I made you actually create today, and you people have created a game of arcade as a gaming platform, as a coding platform, I would rather say, you people can always publish your project. You can publish your project. You need to select on this share option. This is the code. You can copy your code. You can publish it on Facebook or Twitter. That is if you want. This is the actually the make code forum. You don't have to actually select it as of now, or you can also use this barcode which is there for your project. Okay, so that's totally up to you people whether you want to go ahead or not. And there is another thing that I would like to show you. You can also download this entire coding which you people have just seen. Okay, you can download the coding, but this coding needs to be transferred to a particular hardware is going to be the arcade. So you can click on these option, and these are the list of the hardware which is already available for the arcade as a gaming tool, which you people can go ahead and and you people can select it. So there is a list and the bunch of it which is already mentioned over here. Okay, and once you people have actually done it, then you can download it to your, you need to connect your device, the arcade device, and you can actually download it to your device also. And so people, the coding project that I made you, the gaming project that you people have actually created, this was one of the simpler one that I've actually made you go through. Now in this simpler project, if I talk about, we I actually trained you on the blocks only. I did not make you go through the Java or the Python as a as a coding option. So we have done it with the blocking thing. Now in future, in case if you make any of the project using arcade as a gaming platform, you can always share it with the GitHub. You can create a GitHub repository. This is the option on which I was hovering my mouse. This is the GitHub option. You can always share it. Now since GitHub is a collaborating platform, that can only happen in case of more than two or more than two people, they are working simultaneously on the same project. However, the one that we people have worked today, this was only for a single person altogether. So in case in future if you will be creating any project, you can always share it on the GitHub as a coding platform as well. Okay, so once again people, I would request you that people who are watching my channel yet and who have not subscribed to Cherub Teaching Center yet, I would request you to please go ahead, quickly subscribe to Cherub Teaching Center, because there are more things that I would be bringing up your way. In case if you have any queries, you can always reach me on Instagram on cherub.teaching.center. You can reach me on my Facebook ID, which is Cherub Teaching Center. You can also reach me on the Microsoft Teams, which is on Cherubians altogether. So this was all which was planned up for today, and I hope that is you people have enjoyed the creating a game of your own today. So thank you so very much people for watching. That is this video tutorial today. Have a nice day ahead.